Hello everyone for our next lesson. If you remember in our previous lesson, we learned 1 through 5 of the periodic table. Today we're going to learn 6 through 9 of the periodic table. Okay? So, number 6, carbon. Carbon. Number 7, nitrogen. Number 8, oxygen. Number 9, fluorine. Now we're going to learn these the exact same way we learned the first 1 through 5. You're going to write them on flashcards or scrap pieces of paper or on a PowerPoint presentation on your next slide, etc. Whatever way works for you. Put them on your iPhone, okay? Whatever way works for you so that you can access 6 through 9 at different times during the day at will. So flashcards are good, or just even a scrap piece of paper that you can put in your pocket and carry around with you, because we want to practice these out loud and with your eyes closed at certain points, okay? So that forces you to call up the elements. Now, there's only 4, so it shouldn't be too hard, okay? But it will be hard. So let's go through them again. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Good. Good. And you go and you just repeat that throughout the day. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Seems simple. Well, it quite well is. But the problem is, what about yesterday? Okay, we're going to be pushing out everything we learned yesterday, aren't we? What did we learn yesterday? Well, let's go over it, shall we? Let's go over it. What did we learn yesterday? Actually, let's erase these and let's go over what we learned yesterday. Because what's going to happen, if you don't practice today what we learned yesterday, you're going to start to forget it. So we're going to go over what we did yesterday. We did 1 through 5. And what were they? Well, today I'm just going to put the first letter of each one of the elements as they're spelled. Now, there's certain insignias that each one uses a different insignia for their to signify what they are. I just use the first letter. I find that makes it easier. Okay, so I do know that the number 1 starts with H, and that's hydrogen. Number 2 also starts with H, but I know it's number 2, so it's a different element, right? So that's helium. Number 3 is what? Lithium. Number 4 and 5 both start with B, but the first one is longer, isn't it? So it's beryllium. And the second B is short, which is boron. So that's what we did yesterday. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron. Now, today we did what? 6, 7, 8, 9. What is that? What are those? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Good. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So, what you do is you take what you did yesterday. After you've learned this all on its own, don't put them together at the beginning. So spend a lot of today, 3 minutes at a time, 4 minutes at a time, 5 minutes at a time, just repeating these until you get fluid with it. Then add this on, and then do that. So it would be like this: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Okay, let me see if I can do yesterday and today. Hydrogen, helium, oh, I forgot. You see how that works? Because I'm so focused on learning today, I kind of forgot some of what I did yesterday, even though I was really good with it before I started working on today. But that's the nature of memory. We kind of lose a little bit of it. Okay? So, hydrogen, helium. Oh, where's my flashcard from yesterday? Okay, so you get out and you work on 1 through 5 again. You get that down. And now you go to 6 through 9, and you kind of start forgetting that a little bit. But the goal of today is to get 1 through 9 so we're fluid with all of it. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron. Good, I got yesterday's. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Good. I got it. Now, once is not good enough. I got it once, I know. Not really. Not really. We want to work on it more. So you want to get more fluid before we go on to day 3, because remember, we have more to learn tomorrow. Okay? So, the first time you get it right is not enough. Keep going a little bit, maybe 4 or 5 times, 1 through 9. Okay? So, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Do that 4 or 5 times. And do it again at different times during the day. Use your flashcard if you make mistakes. Mistakes are fine, no problem with that. And that's our lesson for today. For the subsection 6 through 9, and we'll see you in the next session.